Who is here? I'm just trying to check and see what the sound quality is like. Did we get the audio fixed? So, whoever is there, you can let me know. Drop down and let me know if the audio is okay. It sounds good. We good? We back to normal? Because one day we was bad. We was bad last week. The audio was muffled, and my husband looked at it, and I just wanted to make sure that we were good before I come on tomorrow. So what's going on, Keisha? What you doing up this late? Unless you in California like me, and it's only 9:40 in your area. What you doing up? I actually just ate not too long ago, so technically I'm supposed to be up for 2 hours. I have to stay up for at least 2 hours after I eat. I think everybody should do that to give their food a chance to digest. So I'm just chilling. I really just came on to see if to check the sound and see how it was going. No, I'm on the East Coast watching videos about how borrowing from your life insurance works. Hmm. On YouTube? I don't think I've ever. Well, no, I haven't. I've never borrowed against um a life insurance policy. Oh, okay. Well, YouTube, honey, that's one thing about YouTube. You can find anything you looking for. Because I was having problems earlier today with the storage on my iPhone. Um, and I actually found a video on YouTube that helped at least get it to working, but it's still my stuff is going to the cloud. Like my pictures and stuff are going to the cloud where they're supposed to be going, but my phone still, I don't know, be tripping out with the storage. That's the only thing that I really hate about the iPhone compared to the Android. I never had that type of problem um with storage on my Android. But even with the cloud, even with my stuff, even with me paying extra and my stuff going to the cloud, I'm still having storage issues with my iPhone. But it's probably, I don't know. The guy was saying that because I do a lot of videos for YouTube, that takes up space. But if it's going to the cloud, then it shouldn't be taking up space if it's going to the cloud. Like, I know a lot of people say they have that problem, but that just makes no sense to me. If you're paying extra every month for storage, you shouldn't be having storage issues if your stuff is going to the cloud. But I do. And we have an external hard drive. And not only is stuff going to the cloud, my husband has an external hard drive and stuff is going there. So it's like I should not be having no problems with my phone. Like my phone should be straight. And I don't have a whole lot of apps on my phone. Like I only truly have the necessary apps because if you put too many apps on your iPhone, you really gonna have issues. And I hate that because I can't even run like editing apps and stuff on my phone that I want to run because that just automatically um bogs your phone down. So, and I haven't quite learned how to edit on my computer yet. I haven't quite learned how to use iMovie on my computer yet. And so it's just been a mess trying to, but I really need to. That is one thing that I really need to start working on is learning how to do iMovie on my computer instead of doing it on my phone. So I didn't really come in to talk about anything specific. We're going to probably do that tomorrow. I'm really hoping that the weather will be better than it's been. Let me check the weather, see if it'll get warmer. Because the last couple of days it's been so windy that I don't want to, like, I don't even want to really go in my backyard because, oh, it's supposed to be 79 degrees tomorrow, but it could be 79 and windy. Shit. Well, Sunday is supposed to be windy. So it looks like tomorrow it's going to be warm. Because if it's like super windy, I can't even go in the backyard because my allergies are so crazy. Like everybody that I know that have really bad allergies are talking about how severe their allergies have been this year. And when it's super windy here in the Bay Area, it just sends my allergies to a whole nother level. So I'm try to stay in because if I go out and it's really windy, I have to end up taking the Claritin because my eyes are itching and burning and my nose is running and all of and my throat is itching, all of the allergy things. So I've been trying to really not hang out in the backyard until it's not as windy. Oh, it's been hot for you guys? Oh, 88. Yeah, it's been in the low 70s, I think. Yeah, the low 70s here. 68. 68 today. So tomorrow's supposed to be in the 70s. But in the 70s here for us, like 79 is not, if it's not windy, if there's no wind, 79 is nice. That's just nice Bay Area weather. I mean, 79 is great. When you start to get in the 90s and stuff, it's hot. And if it's no breeze here. But normally where I live, because we're so close to the water, there's normally some type of breeze. It's never really just completely still here because we're so close to the bay, which I guess could be a good thing because if we lived more inland, the temperatures are higher. It's like super hot and it's dry. That's the thing about California is the heat here is dry. It's not a moist heat. We don't have humidity and all of that kind of stuff. We don't have that here. So it's just a dry heat, just hot when it's super hot. But 70 is fine for me. I'll take 79 with no wind. That's that's good. So um hopefully it'll be nice tomorrow. What's the home prices like in Atlanta? I know they ain't nowhere near what we're going through, but are the home prices there going up too? Because they say even in Florida and stuff, the home prices are going up. Like, can you still get a decent house in Atlanta for, let's say, 300,000, 350? Because you can't get that nowhere in California. Well, maybe in some remote um farming area because there are still some rural, I don't know how to say that word, areas here in California, still some like farming areas, and I think the homes are still cheaper there, but anywhere here in the Bay Area, you're not going to get a house under 600,000. Three to five. Okay, that's not bad. That's about the average, I think. And I'm pretty sure a $500,000 home in Atlanta is nice compared to a $500,000 home here in California. I mean, because $5,000 here in California is not going to get you any land. You probably won't have no backyard. Your backyard will probably be small, especially here in the Bay Area. It depends on where you are, but here in the Bay Area, you 500,000, you're gonna have a small backyard. You're not gonna have no land, and your neighbor gonna be on your ass, like right next to you. Because, even in the housing divisions, the houses are super close to each other. Like in this area that we live in, if you in your backyard, you can hear everything your neighbor doing because the houses are that close to each other. So, in 500,000, you ain't gonna get that out here. A $500,000 house is maybe a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, something like that. Older house. Yeah, they not worth no 500,000. For 500 back in the day, 500,000 a 500,000 dollar house would be like a small mansion. And now you can't get nothing with $500,000 in the Bay Area. I seen a two bedroom, 2 bath house here in the Bay Area go for $1 million. 2 bedrooms. And it wasn't even that I mean, okay, granted, it had been remodeled, The inside was really nice, but it was a very small house for $1,000,000. It had a nice view. I mean, it was far. The view was far. Like you had to look. It wasn't like it was sitting on the water. It was just sitting up so you could see the water. $1,000,000 for a two-bedroom, two-bath? $1,000,000. And only the inside had been, remodeled. It was nice. Now, it was nice, but a two-bedroom? That's the kind of stuff that's ridiculous to me. That does not make any sense. A two-bedroom house for $1,000,000. I don't care what kind of, and you know how the realtors are like, yes, this is a ranch style or, whatever kind of modern style or, whatever kind of, who cares? A two-bedroom house for $1,000,000 in the Bay Area? Not even in San Francisco. Yeah, I know the prices, but see, this wasn't, did the lights just blink? This wasn't even a new build. This was an older house. This house looked like it was probably built in the 80s or something. This was an older house. So a new build I can see for $1,000,000. I can see that. But an older house in a two-bedroom? Two bedrooms. It had two bedrooms, a living room, um, a family room, a dining room, the kitchen, and that was it. And a small backyard for $1,000,000. $1,000,000. And that's ridiculous. I know after the pandemic, the wood prices, lumber prices, everything went up. But it just doesn't make any sense for, all of these prices to go up on supplies and stuff, but they're not paying people any more money. I'm like, how do they expect people to be able to buy all of these homes that they're building? Like they're building all of these new homes. How do they expect people to be able to afford them? Like everybody can't afford $1,000,000 house. Something is gonna have to give for people to survive. I'm originally from New Orleans, and since gentrification, they've been charging 500 to a mil for shotgun houses because they did the same thing here in Oakland. Them white folks moved in, bought all of those like I forgot what the name of those older houses were in Oakland, but they moved in a kind of bad part of town and gentrified that area because it's really close to downtown and raised the rent and priced out a lot of the older black people who had basically grew up in that area. The area that me and my husband just left in Oakland, they are basically, it's going through a major gentrification. And it's gentrification when you walk outside your door and you see a completely white woman walking down the street or jogging down the street with her dog. And that has never happened before because that neighborhood was black, Hispanic, and Asian. And white people started buying up homes in that area. That area is, I know when we go back in say 10 years, that area is going to be predominantly white because they are buying up all the homes in that area, not too far from where we lived. They just put up some condos. The apartment that the townhouse that we were living in, we got priced out. The rent went up to from 1,600 to 2,800. So we moved. Yeah, I mean, just white woman just jogging down the street. I had never seen that. I mean, she was so white, I got scared. I was like, "Oh shit, we got white people." When you ain't used to just seeing a white person just jogging down the street, you like, "Oh shit, we got white people in this area." Lord. Then I started, seeing them at the store and stuff. The store I went to, I was kind of used to seeing them because it's another part not too far from where we live that was more white in that area, but the area that we lived in was predominantly black, Hispanic, and Asian. It wasn't no white folks over there, but they're moving in there, buying up homes and stuff. And once they move in and start buying homes, then the prices go up in that area, basically to push us out. And what they're doing now is a lot of the elementary and middle schools in Oakland are shutting down, and they're consolidating. They have a plan to like shut down certain schools and consolidate the schools. And probably what they're going to do is, that part of Oakland is just being restructured. As soon as they get all the white people in there that they want to gentrify the area, then they'll open the schools back up, because if it's a lot of white kids going to these schools, then they'll start putting more money into the schools, and the district will change. But they can't do that for us, which is sad. It's really sad. It's sad to see people who have grown up in an area their whole life be like priced out of that area and have to, move farther out where it's slightly cheaper so that they can survive. But that's the new thing now. That's definitely the new thing. That gentrification is real. And it's happening in a lot of cities. It's not just happening here in the Bay Area. I think it's happening everywhere. So it's sad, but it's real, unfortunately. But me and my husband, we are looking for a house. We're trying to wait now until after, this war and everything is over and the economy kind of calms down. Because we right now everything is kind of up in the air. That's why everything is so high. The interest rates have gone up. The economy kind of like don't know what it want to do until all this war and stuff is over. So hopefully by the time all of that is over, we'll find a place and be able to move. I hope so. So that's it, girly. I'm going to go. I just want to make sure. I don't know what was going on. Maybe we were just having problems with the internet um that particular day. I know that the internet had been tripping. And usually when the weather is bad and it's like windy over here, we do have issues with the internet. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know who the other folks are. It says there's some other people on here. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not sure what we will talk about, but I'll find something for us to talk about. Thank you for coming on here and letting me test the system to see was it working. And I hope you find the information that you were looking for about your insurance because, child, I don't know nothing about that. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Okay. Bye.